Your website should really generate sales for you, not just be a placeholder or a business card. It should generate revenue. Best way to make that happen is to ensure that it makes the customer the hero of the story. It focuses on them. And so, well, how do we do that when we're trying to sell our product? In this case, here's a bakery, a local bakery to Round Rock, and this can apply to many kinds of businesses, but this is a good one to take a look at. They show a picture of the product at the beginning. That can be great because that's what you're selling is cookies. It's big, it's in the forefront. But you know what's interesting is you see a little bit of pictures here of the cookies. Food photography is actually very difficult. So it's hard, even though this probably looks really great in person, it's difficult to make it look good just from photography. You need to have a good quality photographer who focuses and specializes in food to do your photos. But here's what's at the bottom of this website. This is the key piece. Their customer reviews. People really love this local bakery. You know what would make a much better picture up here at the front are some people with the cookies, uh, showing the joy and the celebration from the cookies, or they do custom cakes, especially if you're a custom baker or you make a craft of some sort. Maybe you make fine woodwork, you do remodeling, and it's high end, high quality product. Not only show the product you make, the cookies, the cakes, the custom shelves, but show it in its natural environment. So in this case, if people come to Sweet Tooth Parlor for birthdays or office parties, show some of that. You can show the product in the background, but show the joy and the excitement of the people consuming the product or using your service, or maybe they're entertaining in their newly remodeled kitchen. You're also getting video feedback as well, so people can tell why they love your service, or in this case, your bakery. The customer reviews should be much higher up, and that's an opportunity to get pictures to really showcase the joy and the fun that comes from when you participate, when you buy product from Sweet Tooth Park. Right. So that's something to think about with your website. Also, think of reasons to keep people coming back. Perhaps you do blogs on how to bake, or parties, the best way to give parties. What's interesting to your customer? And find a way to create a great deal of content around what's interesting to your core customer, or the core customer who influences, the influencer, if you will, of the people who are your primary consumer. Now, I said, let's make the consumer the hero of the story, the customer the hero of the story. Sometimes your product can be at the forefront. In this case, if you're a local craft bakery, you do a boutique, you want to show the people enjoying your product or service. Crumble. Now, if you're Crumble, you can make the product at the forefront. Their website does a good job of showcasing that product because the product in itself is pretty impressive. Everybody thinks their baked good or craft is Crumble. It's not. Here, they've done a fantastic job of showcasing the product, but still, even further enhancing this would be showing people enjoying the Crumble cookies, the joy, the fellowship, the camaraderie that would come with that. You move over into active nutrition, is a category that's near and dear to my heart. Ancient Nutrition is a well-respected brand, actually a really good brand. But here's what's missing. It's just a digital catalog. They do show some people, but we're not seeing a lot of the lifestyle, if you will, of the people consuming these products. Now, they do have, well, here at the top, they have a quiz you can take to learn about their products, to see what works for you. But there's not a lot here that shows what is the benefit of consuming this. That's a real opportunity, even for Ancient Nutrition, which is a great company. Lots of smart people there. They can still enhance their website. There's not a lot of content here. It's a real opportunity. Let's take a look at a place that does a pretty good job. This active nutrition store has done a really good job of showing here. They clearly reach out in their community. They're looking for first responders to come to their store. So they're showcasing the people that they support. You do see some people in some of the pictures. These are employees, but again, active people. but they've made their community the forefront on the website. So when you come, you see, well, this is probably someone who works in a store. This is probably an event from people locally. And then you'll see those first responders, all great, mixed in with some product, but a great way to showcase the kind of people who shop at your store. Why would they come there? Maybe you support first responders, you live an active lifestyle, but this website does a very good job of speaking to their customer. I'll give you my own website. It's good, and I still need to make improvements to it. We help you get your product on the shelf. We take you from clicks to bricks. So we provide a fractional VP of sales. So you want a high quality product, meaning service from the sales manager. Can't afford a full-time one. This is what we do. We're going to help you get your product on shelves. Make it simple to schedule a call. We tell you why you should do this. You're going to free up your time. You're going to have someone who's proven, and you're going to build sustainable relationships. And we break it down into 3 simple steps. Schedule a call. We develop a plan for you, and then you get your VP of sales within a budget that works for you. Again, lots of calls to action for the schedule the free call. Now, there is some more we could do. We have testimonials, tell you who we've worked with and do work with. Some things I need to add to this. We do show where you can find content, but I do need a better way to capture email. And we're missing some blogs and videos. I've done some YouTube videos, and they need to be on this site. So that's a way to improve. And along with when you schedule a call, I will then capture your email, but that's an opportunity as well that even I can improve on this site. So have calls to action, show your product first before you have a call to action, show people enjoying the benefit of your product. So if it's a cookie or it's a custom cake store, show those birthday parties, those weddings, product services like ours. We're going to show seeing your product on the shelf. We're going to talk about the benefits you get when you hire us. You get your free time back to lead your brand. You get sustainable relationships with the right retailers. Then have calls to action all throughout. Schedule a free call. This is our first step. We show the 3 steps that anyone needs. So if you're doing custom cakes or custom cabinetry, break it down into 3 easy steps. They're going to schedule a call, discuss the project, and then get to work, whatever it may be. Either going to come into your bakery, they're going to taste 5 kinds of cake or 3 kinds of cake, and then they're going to get the most exciting wedding shower, baby shower, birthday party they've ever experienced. And then also be a content company. I've got to put mine on my site. So the plumber's pipes are leaking, but we have content. Put content on your site that's relevant to your customer, because that will help with your SEO, your search engine optimization. That gives them a reason to keep coming back to your website, and they can see you as a source of information, a source of wisdom and knowledge. And within that too, you might be appealing to those who influence those who buy your products. So think of those ways to enhance your website. And you can also reach out to us at vpsolution.co, and you can schedule a free call where we can talk about the things you might need to do on your website or with any aspect of your business, from marketing, messaging, sales, and various operational aspects. We love to see good businesses grow.